take the utmost safety measures. Yeah, we're good. So, most of you probably already know this. But do not put your jack stands right on the dirt. Will not end well. You have to put something underneath of them that is stronger than what you're setting. Or if you have money, you have a concrete floor. And what I'm telling you right now is totally useless information. But
we don't have the money, so.
no.
Got a little more working room on here now.
Oh yeah.
You leave the old shots on there?
All right, so got speed square, paint marker, and we're gonna measure from the center of this hole. We'll go, I don't know, 3 inches. That'll take us on this side of this kink. We'll go 3 inches there from this whole center of it. Cut her off flushky. It's really irrelevant how we're doing this because we're going to be using other pieces of channel anyways, but might as well get rid of as much of this crap as possible. So that's marked out. I'll go ahead and do the other side and get her cut. She's flush. Ish. Okay, next, what we're gonna do is, in order to shorten this drive shaft, we're gonna grind this weld off, okay?
Okay.
Then this cap with the yoke should slide right out of this tube. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna slide this on the output shaft, giving us 2 fingers of travel for slippage. And then we're going to back the truck up with the rear end, put this drive shaft directly underneath of this, and that will determine exactly where we need to mark and cut this tube and then build the rest of the frame section. So let's go ahead and do that. How close do we want it? As close as possible, right? We gotta lower it. Want it just about touching the ground, that's where it will be. Just look at it, RJ. What do you think? That close enough?
Not for now. Anything we can
We can roll it ahead.
really go much further next. Gotta have some drive shaft too.
Right, you gotta have some drive shaft. Ooh, that's a bit of a steep angle, it might be. Pick up on the drive shaft, let's see what it looks like.
Rear end, tip up.
Yeah, the rear end does have to tip up. Well, you gotta hold it.
Chain.
What do you think, we can ditch the chain now? Alright, I'm gonna shut the truck off. That's the general length that we need. Then we'll measure to that mark on each side and then draw a circle. Now the tape. You're taking that marker. Measure from here. Here you mark, I'll tape measure. Holy crap, 1 foot exactly to that weld. So let's go here. Put a green dot. Green dot. Alright, now let's just connect the dots and cut it.
Yep. Cut it in the hole and take drive shafts off. Cut it.
What's that?
You're gonna cut it in the hole, you're gonna take these bolts out.
Cut it in the hole, probably. We can just scooch this back like this.
Yeah, ideally.
Ideally, yeah. Cut it right there. Good. Lined up. Good enough, huh? The rest will be filled with 12 bead. Is that long enough? I got longer blade to an extent. Just slow it first. Turn it and we'll start from the other side. Yeah. Let me cut it from this side. Lennox is here. Yep. Come on, RJ! Holy crap! Oh, it's locked. He's locked out. Oh, no. Get in here. Well, we were working until
Well, that takes 10 minutes.
yeah. Ryan
Yeah.
and Paul told us that whatever you're working on, you better get it covered up right now, because there's one hell of a storm coming in.
Yeah.
Boy, they weren't kidding. It was bright blue, sunny skies a second ago. Holy
Look at those
shit.
trees over there.
Like that. Here.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going
No, it ain't going nowhere.
Here, all the cats come running under the porch.
It's pretty cool that even when you take vacation days, your boss still warns you that there's a storm coming your way.
Ryan said it was bad.
Wow. I'm good.
I wanted a good wind gust.
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh,
Oh, I'm getting sprayed.
feels nice.
Feels like I'm on the Maid of the Mist.
Feels good though.
Yeah.
It does feel good. Holy shit. Yeah, we closed up shop when we should have.
Yeah, we'll work in some crappy weather, but
This takes the cake. We're not working in this. Well, at least it'll wash all the bee killer off the thing.
There's about 2 cans on there.
There's a lot of bees in that thing.
Louie's been working on something. I made him some, these are some zucchini bread chocolate chip muffins. He's busy when he turns down food. I can't hear you. I brought you a muffin and a beer.
All right.
They're still warm out of the oven. Good?
Oh, yeah. All right. All right, guys. So it's been a few days. Been working on this after work, and we got it somewhat back together. I mean, the rear axle on it. But, yeah, a lot more work left to go. Got to figure out what's going on with the carb. And we're going to mount the gas tank behind it. Run some fuel lines and probably just a inline fuel pump.
And that clutch pedal.
Yeah, we got to fix it. Hopefully that'll fix itself.
We're hoping.
Once we get some good vibrations going down through it. What, you don't want to listen to Beach Boys while we're riding around in this thing? Well, made this brace here. It's kind of like a, I don't know, redneck ladder bar for it. That it'll help against axle wrap. And there, I know what you're thinking. There really won't be any because it's rigid. But,
isn't that kind of the point?
yeah, it is. But I don't want it to rip this weld off here. So this will help against axle wrappage.
And you're gonna reinforce this
Yeah,
side
we're gonna put one over there as well. So, and we got to fix the underneath of the frame because if you look here,
Ooh, I can see it.
yeah,
there.
it's when you jack up on it,
That looks like a waffle.
it's
right
bad.
there.
But no need to worry. We're just gonna slap a piece of angle iron over top of that and connect it all together, and it should be a-okay for what we're doing. So, all right, back to work. Turn the key. Keep going.
Ooh,
Keep going.
you almost got it, buddy.
Keep going.
Yep, it's popping.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Give us some gas. Give us some gas.
Do you need me to help? He might not be able to reach the pedals.
Hold on. Hold on.
Okay,
bud.
let go of the key, love.
Well, guys, I don't know what's going on with this thing. We're trying to get it running to test drive it. We've been messing with it literally all day. We blew the whole day trying to get this thing running again.
And yesterday, too.
And yesterday, and I don't know. I just don't know. It has spark. It has compression. I put the carb off the old Chevy on it. It'll hit, but it won't fire. And you guys might think that, okay, valves. No, it's got compression in every cylinder.
He took off all the spark plugs. He's been...
I don't understand it. Now, one thing that I did notice is it's got really weak spark. But again, I've replaced the points. I've replaced the coil. I've replaced everything aside from the distributor because it won't come out. It's seized in there. So, ultimately, guys, these things don't pay for themselves.
Just
And,
the fuel to try to get it running, man. We spent probably $30 in
Yeah, it's just dumping raw fuel down it. And honestly, I could have had a 350 Chevy in this by now and been driving around in it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put the 350 out of the Impala in this. And this 390 is going to find a new home for somebody that really can appreciate it.
And wants to
more
put the
than
time.
myself.
Yeah, puts a lot more time and money
Yeah.
into it. Yeah.
Realistically, it needs gone through. I like Fords, but I'm not really a Ford guy. You know, I'm really not. It was a good deal to get this truck, but
It's cool looking. I mean, it's
we did get it to run. Ultimately,
Yes.
we did. But somewhere between last week and this week, it doesn't want to go anymore.
nope.
So,
She checked out.
yep. She going down the road. So we're gonna get to yanking this thing out, and we're gonna put the 350 out of the Impala, that white Impala, and that I believe it's a 350 turbo transmission that was behind it. It could have been 400. I don't know. I don't know really how to determine that, but it's gonna go in this. And ironically enough, the drive shaft for this, and I'm kind of pissed because I spent a lot of time making that drive shaft stubby for the bob rod here, and well, the the OD diameter of the Impala's drive shaft, so the outside diameter, fits into the ID
Perfectly.
diameter of the Ford drive shaft
Yep.
perfectly. So as far as sizing one up to make it work would be easy.
Yeah, it was kind of a sign when he went
Yeah.
over and checked that. It's over there. And when he went over and checked that, he goes, huh. And I knew he had kind of a eureka moment that,
Yeah, it's almost, it's begging. It's begging for a Chevy engine to be
Yep.
put in it. I don't know.
because he really
People
wants,
say-
he wants to drive this bob rod really, really bad.
People say I don't know what I'm doing with points and stuff, and that's just simply not true. The reality of it is I don't have the money to keep going to AutoZone and buying the shit.
Yeah, I've been
know?
to so many part stores in the last few weeks. It's redonkulous, dudes.
So I don't know. I'm throwing in the towel on this one, and we're gonna put a 350 in it. So. All right, I think she's ready to come out.
Oh, there it goes. It's getting ready to. I said it's getting ready to.
Yeah. Them Ford Bella housings, they really take hold. One thing I noticed, I don't know if we're gonna have to lift to get this bitch out of here.
What if we might have to take like the tires off?
I don't know. Oh, maybe we will. We'll get a spring tension on that. if any of you guys are interested in this 390, go ahead and email us, and we'll talk price and how to get it to you, or how you can get to it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not shipping it, but it's a good engine. It just needs a good ignition system, is what's going on. So I believe it'll run real nice, but I mean, it's only got 30-some thousand miles on it. So.
37,309 or something like
Yeah.
that, I think it said.
Anyway, it's Chevy time for this. Alright guys, got the transmission out. Got to clean up a few more things, and we'll be ready to make this Ford still be Ford tough and with Chevy stuff. So that's gonna do it for this week. Hope you guys liked the episode. Maybe next week we'll get to ripping around in her. So like, comment, subscribe. Franklin Stein's Garage. Hey, a little side video here at the end. Your Franklin Stein's bonus footage of the week. Up here at my Uncle Joe's house for a Labor Day picnic and family get together, and checking out his Ford dump truck he just bought. Hasn't been inspected since '85, so she's been off the road a while. But yeah, he just picked this up. And I'm pretty sure it may have a 360 in it. Probably, definitely an FE.
We don't have the keys.
No, the key's in it. I'm not going to start.
No.
Take a look at the interior and everything. So,
It's a big truck.
pretty sure that the windshield out of that 74 that we just drug out of the field will fit in this. Maybe we'll save that for him and give it to him. Because, as you can see, he's in great need of a windshield.
He won't let it just go
You want to go in? Just don't spill your crackers everywhere. Don't knock her out of gear. Don't play with the shifter, okay? Oh yeah, it's definitely an FE. 330 and
Oh, okay.
wait, no, I'm wrong. Yeah, 330.
Thing's tall, it's hard to get up and see all.
Okay, so it's a 330. I'm pretty sure it's an FE engine also. 73, I believe he said it was. I'm sure that someday we'll get some footage of us working on this with him. So, but for now, we definitely couldn't leave the property without checking it out. It's just too cool.
Good food and an old Ford.
Yep. All right. This has been your Franklin Stein's Garage bonus footage of the week.